I'm here with I Pick Bitcoin, and we've been rating Cardano NFT projects. We hit 5 last time. The link for that video will be in the description if you want to see where we're picking up from. And in this video, we're going to use our 10 metrics to rate 5 more Cardano projects. Take it away.
Hey, thanks for having me back, Cosmo. So let's get into it. Which one do you want to start off with?
I'd like to start off with Ape Society. That, to me, that's like the most interesting one. I see it on social media all the time, and I don't know that much about the project except that they run like a business. So let's look at that one.
All right, let's get into it. So the Ape Society NFT PFP project. So creator identity is known in the community. It is not. I haven't come across anybody that knows who they actually are. So they do not get a point for that. Revenue generating utility. They do. They have a lot going on for them. They're probably the most involved project that I have come across in the entire Cardano ecosystem. So 1 point for them there. Whale concentration, top 10 wallets own less than 10%. They do own less than 10%. It's actually around 8.5%. So they get a point for that. Value equity. All rarities have value utility beyond ranking. They get a point for that. What's actually interesting is their lowest ranking ones they may have the highest value within the ecosystem. So they get a point for that.
Right. So they released their own ecosystem with their own token. There's jobs within the NFT project. It's pretty interesting what they have going on.
Yep. Wallet distribution, supply higher than 30%. They get a point for that. Their floor price is higher than their mint price. Their average history is trending higher in the last 30 days. Their volume in the top 20 in the last 30 days, the 30-day floor price is trending higher, and they are all-time volume in the top 50. So the Ape Society gets a 9 out of 10. Have we known who the actual creators are, they would have gotten a 10 out of 10. So if you don't value that, this project is at the top of the charts.
Yeah, definitely. And again, even with the standard deviation of 1, you're going to be comparing this to 8s, 9s, and 10s. And this one just they have a lot going on for them. And
sorry. And I just want to say the floor price as of this is 1,650.
I tried to mint this for 99 ADA, and I just couldn't get my transaction through. It sold out in minutes. So I missed out on this one. I tried to mint it. Let's go to another one. Let's look at I want to look at DeadPXLZ. I got recently educated on this project, and this is an OG Cardano project. The floor price is over 3,000 ADA, which is like $3,600, something like that right now. Let's look at DeadPXLZ. And DeadPXLZ they're literally just pixels, but they are very highly coveted NFTs. Let's go through the metrics.
All right, so DeadPXLZ, they're an NFT PFP project. It looks like they're in gaming and entertainment. The creator's identity is known, so they get a point for that. I do not see any revenue generating utility, so they do not get a point for that.
I just want to interrupt. They will have royalties associated with when their game is functional, but right now this is a snapshot. They don't get the point because it's a promise. It's not reality right now.
Okay, yeah, we can keep that in our back pocket. Their whale concentration is not good. It's actually 21.7%, and we're looking for under 10%. So they do not get a point for that. Value equities, all rarities do seem to have value beyond their ranking, so they get a point for that. Their wallet distribution, max supply to be higher than 30%, it is not. I personally do not like that. It is not. So they do not get a point for that.
I just want to throw in there, if I'm looking at some of their wallets, and some of their wallets have like well over 100 of these assets in them, and that means a few people are in control of a lot of the supply.
That's right. You don't want that. You want it spread out to as many people as possible. Their floor price is higher than their mint price, so they get a point for that. Their average history is not trending higher in the last 30 days, so they do not get a point for that. Their volume is in the top 20 for the last 30 days. The 30-day floor price is trending higher, and they are in the top 50 all-time value. So DeadPXLZ on our scale gets a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I think the gaming NFTs, they're going to go through long periods where nothing is happening until there's developments, and maybe you want to take that into consideration, or maybe you just want to hang tight and wait before you buy into one of these gaming projects. But I think that hurts them in the short term. These our metrics don't really have any forgiveness for that.
Yeah, and just for our recording, the floor price is 3,355. So which one do you want to do next?
I want to look at Zombie Chain. Zombie Chain is another one I don't really know that much about.
All right, let's get into it. So Zombie Chains, from what I can tell, is just a PFP project. Their creators and identity is known, so they get a point. It looks like they have revenue generating utility. They do have merchandise out there, so they get a point. Their well concentration top 10 wallets own less than 10%. They do get a point for that. Their value equity beyond rarities, they do get a point for that. Their wallet distribution is higher than 30%. They do get a point for that. Their floor price is higher than their min price. They get a point for that. Their average price history trending high in the last 30 days, it is not. So they do not get a point there. They also do not get a point for being in the volume in the top 20 for the last 30 days. And also their 30-day floor price is not trending higher. It's actually trending lower. And the last point, all-time volume in the top 50, they do. So Zombie Chains gets a 7 out of 10, and their floor price right now is 74 ADA.
Got it. I just want to mention, we're not showing people what these actually look like because it doesn't matter, right? We're rating them on performance and actual data. So obviously it's interesting to look through all the different NFTs, but that's not a consideration here. All right, I want to look at something that's not near the top of the list in terms of all-time volume, and we're going to look at something that I minted, and I want to look at OG Bears, and look, they're not in the top 20, they're not in the top 30. OG Bears, I'm going to have to search for, but I like this project.
Yep, and let's do OG Bears.
So, number 64 all-time on volume, which is still not bad, but it's not one of the top projects.
Yep, so they are PFP project. They're also into gaming and entertainment. Their creators are known in the community. They do have revenue generating utility. Their whale concentration is less than 10%. Their rarities do have value beyond ranking. So far, 4 out of 4 for them. Their wallet distribution, it looks like it's much higher than 30%. So like to see that. Their floor price is higher than min price. Their average price history is trending higher in the last 30 days. But their volume is not in the top 20 in the last 30 days. So they do not get a point there. The 30-day floor price is trending higher, and they are in the all-time volume top 50. So OG Bears gets a rating of 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 with a floor price of 86.
Right, and this one, like I said, I did mint. They put a lot of updates on the in the Discord. They have their own token. It's been one development after the other, and that's why I was interested in this and seeing how it's sized up against some of the top projects in our list here.
Yeah, so this project looks like it's really undervalued. It gets a 9 out of 10. It's ranked number 69. The floor price is 86. I would be looking personally to be picking up some of this based on our analysis.
Yeah, it's the whole point of doing this is to find undervalued versus overvalued projects, and this one by our metrics is very undervalued. Let's end with another one of those kind of highly coveted, highly respected projects that I don't think is going to size up well against these others. Unsigned Algorithms is the one I'm thinking of. It's number 13 by this list here.
All right, let's get into this. So this one is a digital art standalone collectible.
Can I just jump in and say our metrics are probably not going to show much favor to the standalone art projects.
So the creator is known in the community. Revenue, they do not have any revenue generating utility. The whale concentration is also much more than 10%. So they do not get a point there. It looks like all rarities do have value just beyond ranking. Their wallet distribution is not higher than 30%. So they do not get a point there either. It looks like there's a lot of people that are holding on to a lot of these unsigned algos. Their floor price is higher than their min price, which is good to see. Their average price history is not trending higher in the last 30 days. Their volume is not in the top 20 in the last 30 days. Their 30-day floor price is not trending higher in the last 30 days, but they are in the all-time volume top 50. So Unsigned Algo gets a 4 out of 10 with a floor price of 265.
Yeah, and considering our metrics for them are momentum indicators, this project generated a ton of interest when it first minted. I remember when it first minted, and if we look at the all-time floor price history, it's been trending down basically, since a few weeks or so after the mint. All right, so those were 5 Cardano projects sized up. A couple of surprises in there, I think, to people who collect Cardano NFTs. They're not going to want to see Unsigned Algorithms so low. They're not going to want to see OG Bears, higher than something like Zombie Chains or Dead Pixels. But again, these are our metrics. We're trying to find undervalued versus overvalued projects. OG Bears is one of those where I would sweep the floor like today, right? If I was confident in my metrics. So that's it. We'll pick this up again with another set of projects. Thanks for doing this. We'll see you next time.
Take care, guys.